Yeah, you're on it now.
Am I? Oh.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah.
I don't, hey, I'm waiting for my royalties.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I have to turn the fans off because it's too loud otherwise. Right, it is Thursday morning. Is it Thursday? It is, yeah. I'm on the route to the yard and we've got maybe half a day before it rains. So it's getting to that point in the year where it's difficult to juggle jobs because the extension job, obviously we want to get as much done on that as we can. However, I know that the yard needs work, especially now I've took the roof off this trailer that if we just left it for a few days would just rain in and cause more damage. So need to get that EPDM on today, this morning, before it rains, and we need to paint the trailers white before we fit the windows and doors. And the extension job, it's so difficult, obviously whilst they're living in it, but we're just trying to do our best to sort of work around stuff. However, you know, we're at the point now where we need to knock the render off the back of the house and fit the bathroom window before we start weatherproofing the flat roof. Because if we put like fiberglass or whatever we're going to put down on that and then start knocking render off and like fitting windows, and you know, you can try and cover it, and it just makes sense obviously to get that done before we do whatever we're doing with that roof. And the customer, the owner, they work nights, so he's now just come in this morning, and now the lads are going to be going there and, you know, breaking render off his bedroom window and trying to fit a bathroom window in the room next door. So it's not ideal. And then the window order has obviously got pushed back, so if we had the windows in, that'd be ideal. However, they're not. So when do we knock through to the inside of the house? You know, they don't want to delay the job any longer by me saying, oh, you know, should we just wait next month for when the windows come and then we can start knocking through, because then they're obviously just living in the house half like opened up. So yeah, it's difficult, but we'll get round it. The only thing I'm trying to think of is when to knock through into the house. So we've got a doorway into the top of the stairs, and then we've got the front bedroom needs knocking into the next room, and we've got that bathroom window needs taken out, bricking up, and then putting into the back of the house, because obviously the window's originally on the side of the house, and that's now a bedroom. So difficult, isn't it? But we'll figure it out as we go. Every job's different as well, so it's not like you can just get one foreman and go bang bang bang. They're all slightly different. But yeah, plan on the yard today is to try and get these trailers painted white, and I'm gonna jump on and get this roof done. I'm trying to think what I finished doing yesterday. Oh, and we've got the moulds as well. So I don't know, I was chatting to Daneslow about, I asked them for some advice. He said, like, you know, how quick do you break your moulds out? Obviously, and he said if it's summer, they'll do it next day. But like, I'm looking off, we poured it yesterday, and then it's had overnight. But like, do we give it 24 hours or do we give it, I don't know. So the first one we poured, I forgot to put the release oil on it, whereas they said, oh, like with that it makes such a difference. Let's go and have a look, eh? One thing I've just remembered to do is to turn the alarm off before I come in, because 8 o'clock in the morning, we don't want to oh, I know there's a bit of timber leaning against this. Bloody hell. Oh. Wow. So it did rain yesterday, however, This is the bottom of the slab. So that's nice and clean. So one thing I was thinking is maybe if we tilt this up slightly so it's facing this way, and it'll just make it easier to clean. Well, it'll make it easier to discharge a bit, and it'll just make it easier to clean end of the day. But we are planning on lifting that up onto blocks. So I want to have a look at, well, we need to build a block first, and then I need to have a look at building the block with steps. God, I can't wait now to get this, like, start getting this yard, like, usable, because the last thing I want to do is just have, like, concrete sludge everywhere. I don't think these are going to be ready to pull out anytime soon. Yeah, that's still, like, you know, I'm still leaving imprint in that, so I don't think that's good to go. Yeah, we'll probably give that I don't know how long to give it, really. Like, do we wait until it's, like, literally totally bone dry concrete, or... But look at that, like, that's just sludge still, isn't it? Yeah, so we won't be doing anything with the moulds today, I don't think. Especially that one, because that one's the most likely to sort of break apart, isn't it? Right, so plan today is it's just me, Phil and Tony on here today. So this one is, no, it's not. I was going to say this one's ready to be, at this yard's a mess, to be windows and doors to go on. However, there's one side that needs painting. Like this, it's frustrating as hell, because like we start doing stuff and it's just like there's obviously an order to things, and the one that annoys me is when people like start doing stuff and like carry on. So I'm glad Ronnie's done it. He took the ladies' sign off, because hello, I don't think anybody has even sanded this. It is just, do you know what, it's hard work, mate, trying to do stuff. Like, are we going to do this properly, or are we just going to spray over crap? Because that, you can't tell me anyone sanded that. But, do you know what, I might be just being too, like, for what they are, they're going to be storage things on the yard, I might be too demanding. So we need to set the sprayer up soon as. I'm just wondering when we're going to run out of paint, and hopefully we've got a lot left, and that, you know, I'm thinking Ronnie would have told me if we were running low, because then I can order some. So we're going to have to move all this glass. It'd be handy if we just fitted it rather than like moving it loads of times. And then this is the roof that we're currently doing. So as you can see, this one's probably the worst one we've had. All the others just had little tiny bits that well, most of them are fine. It was just this one had a bit of rot on, which we swapped 2 boards. This one, I'm thinking of just swapping the entire roof. So I'm going to cut the cables out, and we're going to cut new 4x2, and I'm going to put them through the table saw and put a pitch on them, and then we'll get this on today, soon as this one, before it rains. And then we've got to finish the trims on them. That one looks good, just needs painting white. Oh, it's so annoying and slow how things go. And that is not how we stack glass. So now I've been able to get up here and have a closer look. like that side's rotten, and this side has had, you know, all these repairs on it. So I've just made the decision we're going to redo this whole roof. So rather than having the added weight of, you know, all this, we'll just go in, take all the ceiling out, and we'll just put a new roof on it completely. Get rid of all these. I'm just trying to think how to do it, because I don't want to take all these out and then the walls just be like. So I need to try and come up with a way of doing it where it doesn't turn the trailer into a big floppy mess. But yeah, I think just do it, just renew the whole roof on this one. We've got all the materials, there's no point. Try and keep it as light as we can as well. Right, I am trying my best to get stuff done here. I started trying to cut the fairing with me Ryobi saw, however, it's wet, it's treated, it's full of knots. So I've chopped them with this, this is like the old saw that we nearly binned. And then eventually I've just gone and got the bandsaw out, because I got this off one of the neighbours at Weston, who was like a retiring joiner. And however, I've just been using it then, and I didn't realise, but these were, I mean, that doesn't look quite online, but these two were tight together, these little bits that hold it, and that was stopping it spinning. So it's going free now. Just still sounds a bit louder than I'd like. So this bit tightens this, and this one tightens the belt from the motor to this. So we've got to make sure that they're clear and that we're not getting too much sawdust. However, I'm only cutting 12 4x2, so we should be alright. I won't have to get the blower on it. Oh, let's give it a go. Just so I get these right, I've just got an old spirit level, and I've just put 2 screws in at the angle I want. It's literally 1.2, so flip this, flip it over. So we'll do 2-inch fall on it. So hopefully I can send this through the bandsaw now, and it'll give us a nice cut. Let's see. We've got new roof joist in, one for Finalized 4x2 with a 2-inch fall, and then we're just getting the boards up now. Gonna screw them in, and then we'll roll the EPDM out. Out the way. So as you can see, we've finished decking it, just cut the ends off, and we're just gonna roll this EPDM out now.
Oh, you're gonna cut this bit?
Oh, I need to cut the end off, yeah. I was looking then thinking, oh, that's long enough.
No, it's long enough when you cut it.
Right, there we go. That's the last EPDM now. I'm fuming because I just rested the thing on there. That'll leave a little mark, well, a little see-through mark. But yeah, I reckon they look good, the EPDM roofs. So as long as it doesn't start raining, I'm going to come back and I'm going to finish all the trims on the trailers, because there's those 2 to do and that one. So that one's done. This one needs 1 piece putting on, this one needs doing, and that one's done. Those 2 down there need doing. So yeah, get all these trims on, and I'll get some lunch now though. Here comes the rain that we were dreading, so I'm gonna have to have a look, change the plan, see what we can get done now. So whilst it's raining, one of the jobs we can do is these windows. So they work out perfect in these. We can just put a little trim around this now. It's just so I've got to make sure I get the drip bit at the front of that bit there. So that's at the bottom, sorry. And is that the right way? Let me have a look again, sorry. So it should drip out. trying to figure this out now. So that. Oh yeah, that's it. So it's got the holes there and there. So that is the bottom. Right, we've just been starting to fit the windows on the trailers. However, there's one sheet that has been calculated wrong on their part. These ones, we've got that tape. These ones meant to be 500 by 300 windows, like the frame size. However, they're 460, and when you do the outer leg, that's 500. So they've took that measurement, and then obviously 500 by 300 outer. Let's see if they won't even work, will they? No.
Won't go in then.
No. So I've just phoned them. Then they're gonna get one of the fellas to bring me back now. But that should only be, how many windows was it? 2 on the office,
15.
10 and 3, wasn't it?
15.
Yeah. Sound. So the rest of them should be able to,
Fitted.
once they're painted white.
We want.
Right, let's go and take this
We've
metal.
got a web warner.
Yeah, let's go and take this
So.
metal whilst it's raining. So we've come to Norton scrap. How much do you reckon? I'll give a cap away to whoever can guess.
75 quid.
75 quid, Phil reckons. I reckon more than that. How much will we get for all this lead, cable and copper? Let us know and we'll weigh it now. How much do you reckon's in it? I reckon
your forks are still not wide and loose.
There
you go, lad.
What do you reckon's in it? 50 kilo? No, 40 kilograms? Oh, there's 40 in the bucket.
Yeah, there's 40 in the
So I reckon about 80. What do you reckon?
52 kg, so 92.
Oh, hey. 120.
118.
Any more on the floor?
78.
Oh, I wasn't far off then, was I?
Yeah.
I said 80.
Yeah.
80. 78 kilograms of copper.
You will include in the bucket. Don't start making out like all is close. You were 40 off.
What have we got? That's the main pile. We've got cars there. For loaders. Right, and gone. We're off. I'll let you know. Oops, sorry, mate. I'll let you know what we get for that copper, lead, and cable. Back to the yard. Right, we are calling it a day because there's not much we can actually do. Everything requires it to be dry, and one thing I've done which I could do was get the door on. So we've got the door on to the office. Look at that. However, Ronnie's got paint on it, on the glass when it's been left, so they've sent us the wrong windows for that, which is good. All right, let's pack away. One thing I've never fingered with this is like, if you can switch those videos around. Surely you can, although would it make any difference? Morning, it's Friday and payday for the lads, and luckily we are back, you know, in the plus, in the good we're back in the green, not the red, chasing each week, which is why we're back on the yard, because I've got a little bit of spare money. But basically my wage, like I have to like work a few weeks and then my wage covers like a bit of work on the yard then, because it's so expensive. I was chatting with Tony and Phil yesterday, just saying like just simple jobs that you like do this, do that, and it's like it's not so much like the materials and stuff, although it is, but like just the labour, even just having everyone on there. It's like if you have a few people on there for a week, it's like a couple of grand, and it's like. He's ringing me now, Phil. Hi mate, you okay?
Can he get already? No,
Yeah, Tony. Ring Tony. He said he's on his way.
Tony Maloney.
Is Tony Maloney not there?
No, he's very into the case. No, expected. Come on, see you later.
Go on, see you in a bit. Oh my god, let me just pull over and fix this bloody camera. And I have pulled over and how do I stop that? It's spinning on the actual like windscreen, not the. I don't think I can actually stop that. I might have to invest in. I might have to screw some into the frame because we are committed to YouTube and van vlogs. I might screw into the. Oh, someone's already screwed into the side. The person that bought the van off must have done it. Right, anyway, plan today, yeah, basically in brief, the yard costs bloody loads, and anyone who's got a yard or a business like that will tell you the same. Right, but today, plan is, I'm going to go to the student job now, nearly there. Ben's just rang, you know, it sounds like, you know, it's going so well. I've been on the yard the last couple of days, and I'm going to go to the heighting job now, the extension job, because I need to catch up with Mick and Scott and just make sure like we're getting the most value for money out of the days, and that, you know, we're trying to, it's that balance between trying to get the work done as quick as we can for the homeowners on the extension, but also like being respectful that they are living there and trying to be courteous to that. So it is a balance. You can't just go gung-go and go, right, oh, you're gonna have no roof for a week, but it'll be done quicker. So I'll go and have a look at that. The windows arrived yesterday for the student job, which is good. So that one can get cracking now, finish plastering, get the back secure. And David's been off this week, he hasn't been well, but he's back in today, and he's got 1 day left of bricklaying. And here's Phil again. Hi mate, you right?
Hello. Is the alarm off?
Yeah, should be. Oh, 1 sec, let me I'll check on my phone now and let you know. Bye. So forgot my was then. Oh yeah, so we've got 1 day left of bricking on the back wall, and then we can put a garden gate on, and that's the bricking done. And then I'm going to take him to my sister's extension in Formby, and before we do the extension, she wants a outhouse building in the back on permitted development. Yay, we love permitted developments because we don't have any moaning neighbours to moan, even though they still will. So let's see how long it is before. Right, yeah, let me ask you, because I've done both of these and they've both backfired. Let me ask you, we've put planning in. My sister's got planning for a side extension. We're doing an outbuilding in the back because she's got sheds on the side of the house and a garage which we're demolishing to make way for the extension. How should I go about telling the neighbours that we are building an outhouse? Do I tell them? We don't have to. Do I tell them? How do I tell them? Because I've told people before in the past and they've gone, have you got planning for that? And I've gone, no, it's part of permitted development. The next day I get an email saying, before we've even started work, I get an email saying, oh, we believe that you are building something that may or may not require planning. Please apply for a lawful development certificate or planning. And you're like, so I've done that and caused me loads of problems. And I've done ones before where you just crack on and build it, that you don't have to. And again, people moan and you get the same emails. So I always think it's nice to let people know what you're doing and just like, you know, give them notice, give them your number if there's any issues and stuff. But people just moan either way. So I like to think I just knock on, inform, keep people as informed as possible. But yeah, it always seems to backfire on me, whatever I do. I need to swap and get my van because there's like little crappy hand tools on there that we thingy. And oh, this pile of rubble should have went yesterday and it hasn't, so we've got a grab wagon booked in for that, because that would have been probably 1, 2, 3, 3 or 4 loads on the tipper, which is not economical. Sound, let's go and see how we're getting on the student job. And no, I'm not parking in a disabled bay, because this house in Liverpool, I don't know if it's the same elsewhere, but the spray disabled on the bays, but then you it's only valid if you've got a badge outside your house. So that one in front has got a badge, whereas this one I'm parking in, the badge has been removed because the person living here either has moved out and is no longer disabled, but we'll see. Let's go and see how Ben's getting on. Oh no, it's too dark that it's turned the high-vis light on. So it's changed a lot since I've last come in here, hasn't it? So we've got windows, no cracked glass, hopefully. Let's try and keep it that way. Although I might just start buying toughened because the amount we bloody crack on the last job. You've got the doors in, so we're secure, which is good. And you've got the roof in. Nice. That window looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good size.
I can get it nice and low so more will get past this feel and that.
Yeah. Boss. And then we just got that extension roof to do.
It was legit a swimming pool in there yesterday.
Was it? Off from you at the rain.
The downpipe hits that.
Oh, so you were getting the roof and that. David's gonna finish off this bit of brickwork in the back, and then do you want to order a back gate? Looks tight like the gate.
Oh, I've done the same size all the other ones.
Oh, is it?
So
What, 900 is it? There you go. And main thing, so concrete's coming today, innit? If you can get a video, then try and get, even if you just get a couple of clips of, you know, the concrete wagon, bringing it in, setting out.
is the grab man still coming?
I know, do you know what, I've just seen that then, I'll ring them now. I'll ring them now and check.
Is the grab wagon coming first before the concrete, or haven't you?
Let me ring them now and see if we can get them out. He said last thing yesterday, so hopefully it's on for today, yeah. Yeah, true. Sounds right. I better go to the extension job. Anything you need off me? No?
If I go to the yard, I'll get
Ramps.
potentially that ramp and that big pole, street pole thing.
Yep.
I'm going to have to go and get a bunch of sand, I think. I'll just get individual bags for it.
Have we run out of sand?
Yeah, there's no more sand outside.
I've used it. Was this a different one?
There was.
It's a sharp sand. You should use builder's sand under the membrane. It's not going to make that much difference because, you know, we're going to whack it and it'll be thingy. But this has, obviously it's sharp sand, so it has bits of sharps in, which could potentially,
Yeah, right.
yeah. Here's the membrane. Right,
Insane in the membrane.
I'll see you in a bit.
I thought of that.
PPE, I like it, other than, apparently you're not allowed to use trestles anymore. Because there's no handrail. And we haven't done the trims. So, these are just panicking about, obviously, the next stage, sort of knocking through. But I think if we do what you said, let's get the outer skin, take that window out the bathroom, fit it in that for now if you want. Or you don't really have to, do you? But we just got to brick that up so that we can plasterboard inside here.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even if you took the outside skin off and just brick the window out and brick the outside skin, at least we can crack on with electrics, plumbing, and get this like started to get boarded and stuff. And then, well, you're only doing. Are you doing half a day as well? Because obviously you're with him. Yeah, sound. Well, I suppose we've only got a few hours left, haven't we? What are you thinking?
Get a mark on that back now so I can cut it out.
Oh, have you got a batten underneath that eaves tray?
Underneath the eaves?
Yeah, so to get the right angle. It doesn't look like you have.
On top of it. Put one in to kick it out.
Yeah. Alright, put a tile on that top one. Just put one on the very top row. What have we got? Same angle. It still kicks down, doesn't it?
Still kicks down, yeah, but if you used to kick it up a bit, you'd see like the underneath.
Well, that's what that's for, the eaves tray.
Okay.
So just try putting a batten underneath the eaves felt support tray.
Yeah.
And then it should get rid of that little kick. Because you'll see then now, like they haven't got it, have they? Yeah. I drive past and notice these little weird things now. Phil's always laughing at him in the van. I go, look at that, they haven't got this and that. And he's going, how on earth have you seen that? So try and get this bit done. What else have we got?
Well, cut the opening out in the back as well.
Cut the opening out, and then if you can get, did I drop some off?
It's down.
Oh yeah, I did. No, there should be a corner trim. White.
Yeah, it's in there, it's up there.
And that.
Yeah.
Just left in the front. Try and get that on this bit.
Okay.
Are the ladders rear, aren't they, in the back? Yeah, sounds. It's difficult to get that, isn't it? When they're bricking the extension and we haven't got anything through. So I went in and measured that. And they've obviously transferred it from one end, but you were saying that would annoy you with it.
That would annoy me, yeah.
Having one side slightly bigger than the other.
Yeah.
So you're gonna cut it to there.
Yeah.
Keep it equal, and then I've just messaged the window company because these windows have been delayed till the start of January. I've just messaged them to see if we can make that wider, and luckily it was a 600 window, and the next lintel size up was massive. So we've got loads of play on the actual lintel above, because if you are going to change that, you're going to make sure that you've still got 150mm bare in each side, which we've got loads on. So up here, we've got to get the twist straps on. So because the way we've sat these on, we have to lift them up a batten there. We've got to put twist straps on the rafters. So they're somewhere here.
Yeah, absolutely.
There should be a load of twist straps, and then I need to order some more. And then we need to insulate up on this roof. It might be good to insulate this before we fit the windows and knock through. So that's the plan on here now. You're going to take that window out, brick up this external, and then you're going to cut out
outside layer.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about in, I think it was the last episode, or it might have been this episode, but an earlier video. Obviously this extension, that was the bathroom window, so we're going to move that bathroom window to the back of the house to get light in. This window's coming out, and obviously it's going to be the stairs are there. So when we knock through, we've got a laser measure through, and then we've got to cut this out and then make
Steps up.
Yeah, I was going to order some of them. I thought it's like literally 2 steps, we'll just make them. And even nice, you cut them all off flush, which is good. So Sound? Anything else on this bit? I don't think there is there?
On here, mate, no.
Okay, let's have a look at that back bit. How many litres do you reckon's there? I tell you what, I'm like, at what point would it drag all the plastic through and just fall into the house? Because imagine you'd done that and just got off. Yeah, like went to a different job, and like the owners were like, oh yeah, just like using that space for like temporarily, and then one day it'd just go, a bath would just land on you, wouldn't it? But we've got on this bit now, this is where the window's going. So this boiler's getting moved downstairs to the utility, and then the window is going back in here. So I was thinking, well, it's going to be same height and stuff as that one. Is that one 1200?
Aye.
Yeah. Or is it more? Oh, it's 1200 there. So it'll be the same as that. So it's just in terms of where we get it, and then we need to fix that plastic as well. So I need to cut that back on an angle and put some easy lead over it, just so you don't see it from below. And then a couple of them tiles need realigning, don't they? Whoever's done the bit, unless we cut the thing down a bit. Anyway, so what we were saying here is go underneath, put a board and just prop it with some scaffolding maybe. Or we've took all the acros, haven't we? So if we prop this up so it's higher, at least the rain will fall away. But it won't be long until we need to get this done, don't we? We need to get this waterproofed so that the rest can get done. Did that come off all right?
Yeah, for these nights.
Oh, good. Because they were saying that the neighbours have had rendering done, and they've just gone over the old pebble dash. And I was thinking like, why would you do that when like the render's 100 years old, and you're going to put brand new render over 100-year-old? Like, it's just going to fall you. I said, like, as long as they're going to guarantee it, but I don't know anyone who would guarantee that. Sound? Alright, well, yeah, if we can get something on that, just so it doesn't, I don't get a text, don't get a call saying there's a bath just fell into the extension. Just hear the big noise. And are you going to cut that out today? Yeah, sound.
Need permission for it, or what? And
brick up. Alright, I'll go and have a look inside now.
Yeah.
And we'll decide. So it's 1200 by... Is it 1200 by 1200? Yeah. Alright.
That's the new size of the window anyway.
I think, yeah, the old one's the same, yeah. Mick's going to video this just in case this gets a bath of water on me and I have to go home. Hey, that'll be freezing as well, won't it? There you go. How many blocks have we got? Ooh, fucking hell. Ready?
Yeah.
And again. It'll get easier now because the water will come up.
Yeah, it'll flow over to me.
Oh!
Yeah. Here we go.
One more.
Yeah,
We're on the inside now trying to figure out where the cutout for the window will be, and it depends really on the layout of the bathroom, doesn't it? So I was speaking with obviously the owners, and they were saying that they wanted to get a freestanding bath and a walk-in shower, sink and toilet in. So we're thinking, you walk in, we're going to swap the door to open against the radiator, and then you walk in here. The only place to have a walk-in shower is there, because obviously the window's got to go on that wall. So we're going to have a walk-in shower there, which leaves a gap there, which the toilet will have to go because the soil pipe's on that wall. So toilet there, freestanding bath where it is, and that leaves, once we move this cupboard, the sink to go there. So we're thinking that works, because the only place you wouldn't have your sink anywhere else, because if the toilet's there you wouldn't be able to get to it. So I think that's the only layout where we can get everything they want in. So in which case I've just drew on the wall there, I don't know if you can see it properly, window question mark, so I'll get them to just confirm that that's okay. And then you're just going to measure from the vent now, aren't you?
Centre that vent that goes upside.
Yeah, because we've got that measurement. So centre that to there, and we've just centred the window to the freestanding bath then. So that should work all right. Back on the yard, and we're getting rid of this because it's been caved in, so we're getting it sucked out. Oh, lovely. I can only tell you how bad this smells.
First thing to do with this is we'll cut round the sides. Look, the blue thing off, it's where it's the bases are alright for me in the tank.
Yeah. And Phil is just going to connect this toilet trailer up to the water. Yeah, you're on it now.
Am I? Oh.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah.
I don't. Hey, I'm waiting for my royalties.
Yeah.
You go.
He wants royalties for being on YouTube. So would it be rich, wouldn't you?
What do you want royalties being on YouTube?
Yeah. Don't stop
Nice one.
Stop giving them ideas.
Nice one.
Hey.
See you later.
See you in a bit. So we managed to salvage, what is it, the tank and the pump
Tank and the pump, mate.
and a lock, and then the rest of it now we can lash in the bin. So we're going to skip the rest of it now, and at least some of it's got some use.
Recycling, mate, at its finest. See you later.
See you later.
See you later.
Right, I'm just in what will be the kitchen trailer, and I've got the water connected. I've just put the isolating valve on, nice easy one. I've got tea into the old one, so that goes through to the toilets and urinals. I'm going to show you now actually. And then I've just put a cap on because this side is where we've ordered the kitchen. I need to get Mike in actually and see if we can get this kitchen, and I'm going to try and fit oh no, I'm not. Tony's going to spray this trailer and then we can fit these windows and doors. So let me just quickly show you what's the other side. So we're going to have seating area here, kitchen there, and then this other side we have connected the water up. So I just need to put a T-junction on that now, and then we need to clear in here, and we should have 2 toilets and 4 urinals, which might not look like much now, but and 2 sinks. So I mean, for the yard, I think this is pretty good. Whether we end up redoing this, I don't know, because I'm probably going to clad the kitchen so it's nice and all new, but I don't know if it's just leave this as is, use it for a bit and see how we get on. So as Tony's working his way down spraying the trailers, is there anyone in the world who enjoys doing armoured cable? Because I don't believe you, it just takes so long, and you always wonder whether you've got that bit in right. I'm not taking it off now. I've just shown Phil obviously how it works, So I'll show you on the next one. Oh no, I've got one here, haven't I? I don't want to let go of this in case it goes down that pipe, but here's the end of that. Yeah, go on. 1 sec, I'll show you. Here it is. So, let me peel it off. And I'll show you properly for those who don't know. There's different types of cable, but if someone down the pub says, "Oh yeah, they'll come and fit a socket for you." Let me do this properly. Right. So, how they work is, so I've just cut this wire. This is armoured cable, and it's armoured with steel cables basically around the outside, and they're in like a twisted formation, and that's so that if you were to damage this, come on, if you were to damage this cable, it's where the lives are there inside. See the copper cables, it's obviously live and neutral, your line conductors. You cannot touch them. Bear in mind this is wrapped tightly round like that. You can't put a spade, a nail, a screw. You can't touch the line conductors without going through these steel wire things here. Just so these are the bits I've cut off to do this socket. So it is good. Obviously, it makes it like bulletproof, dead strong. But also, what you have to do is you have to connect that, like I've done here. So that bit gets crimped into here, and now this becomes the earth. So this will connect through a. Oh, this is what goes wrong when you put stuff down in a load of rubbish and then try and do a YouTube. Oh, it is blind. So this will connect on, and then I'll put I can't talk at the minute. I'll connect this to the earth that's obviously in here, and that way it'll travel quicker down the earth and trip the board than obviously travelling through you and the ground and electrocuting you. Right, anyway, let me get this socket on, and then at least we've got socket this electric this end of the yard. Right, before I forget, this is obviously the setup on the next one. One thing I've done before is this actual rubber. Don't forget to put that on very first, then you put this bit on next, and then I need like 3 hands to do this, or one of the lads, but I don't know if you can see that little hatched bit. So you bend that back and forth or round in a circle so that you can get that like that, and as that sits in now, I then tighten this up. I do need 2 hands for this. I'll tighten that up, and that way all these, every single one of them will be touching this brass, and then inside the socket this brass gets connected to the earth, which on this type of cable you always use grey as the neutral and black as the earth, obviously brown as the line. Right, let me get this on. Right, it's 3 o'clock, and what we're doing is I was about to connect the last socket up so that we've got power at the end of the yard. However, I noticed that we're still missing a lighting and a CCTV. Ready, Phil? Go ahead. So we just fed the cable through, and now we're just pulling enough to go up the scaffold pole at the front of the yard. There we go. Wow! Well, what a week and a day. I feel like just chatting to Phil then, just dropped him off. I've got to go and meet new lad. So we've got a new lad, kind of a new lad. Pablo started on the student jobs with Ben. He's been in with us before. He's done the student jobs for years for other builders, and yeah, he's finished up with one of the other builders who stopped doing the student jobs. So He rang me and said, would I be interested in taking him on? So I said, yeah, let's have a look at him. Multi-skilled, does a bit of everything. So I said we'd give him a go. I'm just going to meet him now. Right, it is Sunday afternoon and I am absolutely done in. So I haven't had a break this weekend, even though I'd said to myself it was. Our game was called off because of storm, can't remember the name of it now. And yeah, I didn't get much sleep, thinking, oh my god, I hope like everything on the yard is fine. I'm like watching it on the cameras, the alarms are going off every other minute because the sensors are just going crazy with the wind. And the game was called off, so I thought, oh right, I'll have a nice little lie-in. But no, Rachel, my partner's, has other ideas, so she's put me to work on our house doing loads of panelling and whatever else. I've got a meeting on Tuesday with the planning officer for our house actually, so fingers crossed that goes well and they don't raise any concerns about the double story side extension and rear. But I'm actually in the van again now because I've got to go to the flats that I own, and the work we did last week, they added some bits to it. They said obviously someone's moving in. I think the same lad's moving back in. It's his car, sat on the phone, and they just said it needs to be ready for Monday. So the only chance I get to do it is now, unfortunately. So I need a proper, I haven't done any editing this weekend because, yeah, just been zonked. But I do the drawers in our loft, so I'll show you a little video now actually. When I go back, I'll take a video and put it to the side of me. So when we've done our loft extension, we wanted to do a big walk-in wardrobe. We wanted to make use of that space under the eaves. So what we've done is we put like we put MDF sheets. So you can do this, or you can use buy some. I've done it in the other house. We've done it in every house actually. You can buy IKEA wardrobes and just cut them. So you've got like the holes drilled for the drawer pack and whatever. And then if you just set out the uprights as wardrobes, say, then you can fit IKEA wardrobes. Whereas on this one, I've done it in the past and I don't like the look of the dots that you don't use, so I've opted this time to just do MDF sheets, paint them white, and you set them out to the width of obviously the drawers for IKEA. So now you can change anything then so that it'll fit an IKEA wardrobe basically. And that way we bought, standard cheap IKEA drawers. So we've got 25 drawers and what is it? 1, 2, I think 1, 2, 3. I think it's 4 wardrobe spaces. So yeah, massive walk-in wardrobe. But Rachel was always going on about she wants to like put some paneling on the front of the doors and add some detail. So I've done the paneling. She's gonna caulk it and paint it. So I'll show you that when it's all done. But yeah, little tip for you is if you are wanting to sort of customize your living space rather than just getting things. I have seen other people do it on Instagram and stuff, on TikTok, whatever, where they buy IKEA wardrobes and then they just put some beading like round the outside so it looks fitted, which is also a good idea. But yeah, I'll show you that, and hopefully I can get this bit done pretty quick. It's just there was a smoke alarm missing. They've damaged the consumer unit panel, like just the bit that folds up and down, and they need the new deadlock on the front door because he smashed the lock on it. And I need to swap a radiator because he threw it out the window. So yeah, obviously that radiator doesn't work now. I need to check whether he's damaged the roof actually. I don't know which window he threw it out. So yeah, passes this, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll be back on the extension job. Need to get that back roof waterproof, cover up the roof opening, board up the back, and then we can take all the brickwork out underneath the steel now and open that room up so they've got space. I got a cold sauce. I knew I was getting them. I went stopped off and got some cream last week, but horrible things if anyone else suffers from them. I only get them when I'm stressed. I don't feel stressed, but I must be. Oh, and I went so long, I think it was June, was it? I didn't have a drink, and Simo's funeral, I had a couple of Guinness and I felt horrible off them, and I thought, oh, I'm not doing that again. And then last night I thought it'd be, you know, thingy to try and have a beer again and relax, and yeah, just feel absolutely horrible off it. So I definitely won't be drinking again. It just doesn't, there's just no, I don't know whether I just can't, whether you can just have 2 beers and that's it, but anything more than that I just feel, even 2 Guinness I felt horrible after Simo's thing, and I just think it's just not worth it. So we'll see. I've gone that long and I feel better, and I got me test results back from the doctors. So I was low on folic acid, so that's what's making me feel tired and lethargic, and stuff that depletes that is sort of alcohol's not good for it. Just need to eat more green veg. So I knew myself that I wasn't getting enough, you know, green veg in, because there'd be like weeks where I'd look back and I'd go, I haven't had a veg for bloody a few days, because I've just been eating like work convenience food. Come on, mate, I'm gonna miss these lights now. So yeah, I've ordered some tablets which normally are for people with pregnancy, just to help boost, but hopefully that does it. And I just need to start maybe doing some meal preps. So if anyone's got any ideas for meal preps, companies, etc. that they've used, I'm gonna give that a go, because I just felt, I felt horrible the last few weeks, and I think it's just because I'm working so hard, and I haven't got time to, well I just put other things, prioritise other things than prepping my meals, and I'm making myself feel horrible. So yeah, something I definitely need to look at. Another good deed done for the day. So one of my mates, he used to work with us actually years ago when I very first started. He was doing work with me and Ben on my dad's house, and you'd have seen him on some other episodes anyway. His mum, he was around at his mum's, and he walked in, he just heard, and he said he seen this isolation valve it was, and it was just like hissing water out of it. So he sent me a video, and I said, oh, don't worry, I'll pop round and have a look at it for you. So I just told him to turn the mains water off, and just been round then and fixed it. And then it's my second good deed of the day actually. So earlier on I drove past our house, and I seen the tree. I didn't realise actually, but it makes sense now. I seen one of the neighbours cutting up branches, and I thought, like, I didn't realise obviously that his tree in the front garden, it must have fell over in the storms, and he had like an old, like proper old, like bow saw, and I could tell, look at the colour of it, like must have been in his shed for years, and he's there like, you know, cutting away at these big chunks like that of branches and the actual tree. And I said to Rachel, I went, oh, he's going to be there for ages with that saw. So we went to the shop, come back, and I said, oh, let me go and help this fella out. So I went and got my chainsaw and just chopped it all up for him. And then he come and knocked, and because he took it to the tip, and when he come back he'd seen I'd chopped everything up and put it in the pile. So I think someone will probably take them for firewood. You've got to dry them out, but and then yeah, he knocked on and give me like a nice little thank you message, which is good. So it's nice to do nice things, isn't it? And you hope that one day others will return the favour. But yeah, that is it for Sunday, and it's been a long week, this one, and loads to do tomorrow. I don't know whether we're going to start my sister's tomorrow, so I need to see who's in and have a little think, because I know for a fact the lads aren't going to want to drive up to Formby, because they'll have to still do the same hours and they'll be getting a little bit later. But spoilt, aren't we? Spoilt. We're like moaning about driving half an hour.